welcome to Who We Are.
Wow, what a great crowd. Thank you everyone for being here. I wanted to start with these hugs. When you do something really, really, really hard and you know you couldn't have done it by yourself, then there's a certain type of embrace. Because much more important for any team than what people think is what that team actually does.
You all did so much and it was so spectacular, it's hard to put it all into words. So I came up with 3 different terms that came to mind as I was watching you all just as a fan. First one, historic, right? You all made history, the program's first Big East tournament title. You all were successful. I mean, look at all these awards up here. Team awards, individual awards. And then it also sounds like this season was flavorful. 13 different wins away from Fiserv Forum means 13 different what? Y'all know 13 different what? I love it, I love it.
The most common phrase I heard, and I'm guessing most of you have said it, and most of you have heard it from others, but the most common phrase I heard throughout the season are, our team is so much fun to watch. But another critical piece that I enjoyed so much is how unselfish they are. And we talk about playing for each other. The bottom line is we played so hard every game, and we played so incredibly unselfish. Don't ever lose sight of that. Play hard and play unselfishly.
I will just say, I've obviously had some health challenges over the last couple of years, and so I don't take things for granted. I don't take seasons for granted, I don't take games for granted. And what this team brought me personally, and probably so many of you in this room, is joy. What I get to see almost on a daily basis is how much these coaches invest in the players, and not just as basketball players, but as people. I had a treatment at the beginning of September this year. I went in and did a clinical trial at Freighter. And Molly Fame and I, we left, and about, I don't know what time it was, we got to the hospital, maybe 7:30 in the morning. And as I'm trying to process what I'm about to go through, I walk in Freighter, and who is there waiting for me but Shaka and Todd Smith, the strength and conditioning coach. Hugs are not always celebrating victory. Sometimes hugs are when you need them, when you're going through a hard time in life. And
one of the greatest accomplishments of this season with this group is how they made people feel. And all the wins are going to be in the history books, and you see the trophies up here, but what you felt in your heart and how people make you feel is what you really remember. So thank you so much for all of those stories. Really impactful stuff. We now want to take a moment to honor a person that has meant so much to this program, not just this season, but for the past 20 seasons.
So Barb, on behalf of all of our players, all of our coaches, past players, past coaches, I just want to say you are truly one of a kind. A lot of times that's thrown around, but Barb truly is one of a kind. In honor of your retirement, Barb, we'd like to present you with this gift certificate.
We're celebrating a lot of excellence. We have a lot of excellence on this team off the court. It is a pleasure to work with this group of young athletes who are truly student athletes. And tonight we're going to honor one of those athletes who is a meritorious student athlete.
While this student athlete clearly knocks it out the park when it comes to grades, earning a 4.0 GPA in fall of 2023, that's only a small part of why he is receiving this award. The winner of tonight's Academic Excellence Award goes to Stevie Mitchell.
I think really everybody on our team probably could have this award from this past season. He came here to play for one coach, things happened, and we as a new staff came in here. Coach was very honest with him about what was going to be expected, but also we think you have a chance to be a really good player, but we need you to be all in. And he texted me and he just said, all in. And from that point on, he's done an incredible job of that. The winner of the D. Wade Legacy of Leadership Award, Osasare Ighodaro. Probably one of the biggest traits that our guys have, sacrifice. This young man was an incredible offensive player as a high school junior, senior. He's come into this program and really, really bought into kind of being the head of our defensive snake, if you want to say that way. He is incredible with his effort, his energy. I think all you guys probably love watching him play defense just like we do. And we're very grateful that he's here. Without further ado, Stevie Mitchell, deflection champion.
The award that I get to present today is a very important award for our program because it's really the only offensive award we give out. So after every game, we have an offensive rebound champion. The two guys that are going to share this award, the effort they gave on the ones they didn't get were probably more incredible than the ones they did. Out of the offensive rebounds that our players grabbed, these two guys had 50% of them. So without further ado, Oso Iguodaro and Omax Prosper.
I'm here to present the Lockdown Award. You know, this thing here, you know, it could have went to anybody on our team. I think a lot of our guys really bought into being lockdown guys. We asked this person here to do a lot for our program. You see, you know, we asked him to do offensive rebound, then pick up full court in the press, pick up full court man-to-man till he couldn't breathe no more sometimes. But he never backed down. He never said, you know, I want to sub out. He wanted to stay in the games, and he wanted more. It got to a point to where him and our team had Dr. Lovell and Bill Scholes slapping the floor in the game, and had Coach Shaka Smart ready to check in, slide down. So with that being said, our lockdown defender this year goes to Omax Prosper. Blase. So my second award is an Ubuntu Award. And I took a few sentences out the book here. It says, we believe that people are people through other people. In our program, teammates benefit from the strength of teammates. To win this award, getting this award, Stevie Mitchell once again.
When you have a special season and you win 29 games and you win 2 championships, there's a lot of plays that go into that. But I don't think I said anything more this year than Omax, go to the glass. He said, I knew if he missed it, that was my rebound. I just went as hard as I could. It bounced right. That's just an effort play. And that effort play was in a game on a national stage on that evening for first place in the Big East. And you made that effort play. We made 15 similar plays that night to their 4 on the offensive glass. Flipped it from a 17-9 deficit the first time we played those guys and beat Xavier by 1 point. To claim first place in the Big East and to never let it go. So the play of the year is Omax Prosper, offensive rebound. You know, he's a guy that's been mentioned a lot tonight. And, you know, all of us as assistant coaches, we can relate to this, and Coach gives us this responsibility and this charge that, you know, we end up spending more time with these players oftentimes than we do with our own families or our own children. In recruiting him, he literally said when he decided to make it public that he was coming to Marquette, he said, I'm betting on myself. And that was partly true, but what he was really doing was he was betting on us. And we were betting on him. And then we bet on him again and doubled down, headed into this last season. After a year, we had a lot of ups, but he also went through a lot of adversity. And when you go up to Big East Media Day and you said what he said and you have some choice words for the coaches of the league, you better be ready to back that up. You know, last year at this time, we were in this building and we talked about, hey, we reminded our fan base or you guys about what this program could be again. And I think more than anything, when Tyler went up to Madison Square Garden, he said that. What he did was declare a big chip on our shoulder. This year, we had that chip. But I can promise you, as a segue to Tyler coming up here to accept our team award, that we have that chip on our shoulder as a program, and we are just getting started. So our team MVP, Tyler Kolek.
You know, the relationships that we've built together are going to last a lifetime, and this was only one step in our journey, and we're looking to keep it moving. So thank you guys.
When I first got to Marquette, on the wall in the hallway leading back to the coaches' offices, there was a bunch of individual records. But it struck me that what's even more impressive than those individual records is the best teams at Marquette and the individuals who have made up those teams. So we took the individual records down and we put up on the wall some plaques that honored some of the best teams to ever play at Marquette. And then there's one kind of blank plaque that just has a Marquette logo. And the point of leaving that one blank is for our current team and our current coaches, hey, this is what we're going after. Every day we look at that and we say, we want to be up there. Well, it's one thing to want to be up there, it's another thing to make it happen. So I'm happy to say that this team will forever be memorialized as one of the greatest teams in Marquette history on that wall. Here's our plaque. For everyone that's back and part of the 2023-24 Marquette team, I think we all know the one thing that this year's team was not able to do. And that's exactly what we're going after in this next season. Thank you. Go Marquette. And we'll see you November 7th at 5 Serve.